Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I hope your day is good but better watching this video. Today I'll be showing you how to do a round-off. So this is actually a beginner skill, but you need this for the base of other skills. So for example, you need this for a round of back handspring and many more. So this is the base and you have to learn this before moving on. And before learning this skill, you need to know how to do a cartwheel and a handstand. I've made helpful tutorials on both of them and the link is in the description if you want to check them out. So without any further ado, let's get started. Whoa, wait. Before we get started, we're going to do a like, subscribe and notification bell challenge. You have to press all those buttons with your thumb in 5 seconds. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Did you do it? If you did, give yourself a pat on the back. Now, let's actually get started. So I recommend you get a soft surface. This can be a trampoline. I don't really recommend a trampoline because it's actually hard to learn gymnastic skills on. But if you have nothing else to practice it on, then go ahead and do it on that. It's better than concrete. And you can do it on carpet if you want. But the thing I recommend is either a gymnastics mat, and I actually reviewed this. This is from IKEA and I reviewed this in my past videos, so if you want to check it out, the link's in the description as well. Or you can also do it on grass. It does kind of hurt if you fall on grass, so you can do these at your own risk. So the first thing we need to do is stretch, and I recommend following along to my stretching tutorial. So it's a full body follow along stretching tutorial, or you can also follow along to how to get flexible fast, the full body stretching tutorial, because it still stretches. I actually prefer doing the full body stretches, but if you have less time, then just do the how to become flexible fast. They're both linked in the description box. As I said before, you need to have a cartwheel, and by cartwheel I don't just mean like a sloppy cartwheel. You need to have a solid cartwheel. So I really recommend following along to my tutorials, because at the end I do give some tips on how to make a cartwheel even better and perfect it. So once you have a really solid cartwheel, you can just practice it a few times just to get in the motion, because a round is basically a cartwheel with your legs put together, but there's a lot more to it, which I will explain to the video. So make sure to watch this video all the way through if you want to learn all the tips and tricks to doing your round off. And doing this will make you get your round off quicker. And I actually got this with these steps in one day. So if you practice and focus and don't give up, then I'm sure you can too. So the first thing we're going to do is practice our cartwheels. So I'm just going to do this about 2 to 3 times, but just do this until you're comfortable with them. Now let's move on to doing a cartwheel with a hurdle. So you can practice a hurdle a couple of times. So when you're doing a round off, I recommend you do a round off to just get more power. And if you have more power, you're going to get your round off easier and it's just going to look so much better. So for that, you need a hurdle, and you actually do this in your aerial as well. So this is good practice. So a hurdle is you run up and you lift one leg and you bring your hands up and kick. So I'll do that again for you, but this time it's going to be in slow motion. So when you're doing this, you want to have your hands by your ears when your leg goes up. And this is the same leg as you do in your cartwheel. I'm just going to kick up with lots of power. And when you're doing your hurdle, you just want to lift this leg up and push off the other leg. And this gives you more power. So when you put the hurdle and the cartwheel together, it should look something like this. So some of you might notice that when you add the hurdle to the cartwheel, it makes you do your cartwheel a little bit faster, and this is fine because you actually need to go a little bit faster in your round off. And make sure not to go on to the next step until you're really comfortable with this stage. Don't just skip ahead, it won't actually help you. Now we're going to do the hurdle and the cartwheel. You can leave out the hurdle for now if you want, and then you can just combine it all together at the end if you want. But I'm just going to show you with the hurdle so you can add on each step at a time. And this step is to snap your legs together when you're in the middle, and I recommend videoing yourself. So you're going to go into your cartwheel and you're just going to bring your legs together at the beginning. So it should look like this. Last time we just wrung them together, now we're going to snap it together. And try and not hurt your ankles by doing this. And now we're just going to add the hurdle in, and it should look somewhat like a round off. I automatically brought my hands off the ground while doing the last one, but I'm going to show you a drill that will help you get this. For this, I recommend doing a handstand and popping out of it. I'll show you what I mean. So that's why I said you need to know how to do a handstand at the beginning of the video. So we're going to go into a handstand and just kind of jump. And it's fine if your hands don't come off a lot off the ground. Just keep practicing until you get a little high. And we're just going to shrug our shoulders and we're going to push through our shoulders and make our hands go up. Now we're going to work on our landing. Our landing is one of the most important parts of a round-off because it makes it really look like a round-off and not like a cartwheel. So for the landing, I've got another drill you can do. So basically just get into a handstand and then we just bring both legs down at the same time. I'll show you what it looks like now. So we're going to go into our handstand, bring both legs down. And I recommend you bend your knees so you land like this. And you can combine popping your hands and doing this drill. If you struggle with the drill that we just did, then I recommend you use a wall because that really helps, because you can just push off the wall and then eventually just try and get away from the wall and you should be able to do it on the ground. I'm going to give you a little tip now. So when you're doing a cartwheel, your hand should be in a straight line. When you're doing a round-off, your hand should be in a diagonal position because that actually makes it easier to land. It's just a little bit diagonal, not too extreme. So if you're struggling with your round-off, this might be the reason. Just try and place your hands diagonal a little bit. Now we're just going to put all the steps we did together. So I'm going to just summarize it. So we're going to go into a cartwheel-ish, bring our legs down in the middle, snap out of it and use your hands to pop. And for your rebound, you shouldn't be going like this. You should actually be going like this and just popping your shoulders. And popping your shoulders will help you get a rebound. And your rebound is basically like the jump that you did at the end. And it should be natural. When you're landing a round-off, make sure to keep your legs straight. And when you're snapping out, just bring your ankles together. And that should make sure that your legs are actually together. And also point your toes to make your round-off look really nice. And for my last tip, it is a really important tip that I actually learned myself. So make sure you take your hands off as soon as it touches the ground or just before your legs come down. So I'm going to show you a wrong example and a right example. And that was actually the wrong example because I took my hands off after and that made my legs bend because my hands were still on the ground but then my legs were trying to straighten. So that looks really weird. I'm going to show you the right example now. And as you can see right there, my hands were off before my legs and made the round-off look so much better. And the technique was really good. And that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you learnt it and if you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, don't give up. Keep practicing and just go over this video again and try to perfect the tips and the steps I showed you because I'm sure this works 100%. And make sure to subscribe. And once you subscribe, turn on the post notification bell because I have more amazing videos coming up for you. Please watch another video on my channel because it really helps. And share this video to all your friends and family because they're going to learn a new skill. And I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!